Hey, what's up, pretty life without pants here with another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about Heist. I have been doing some end of league projects, let's call them that, and I ran 1,000 unusual gem wings. So here's some of the gems, here's the rest of the gems. I wanted to figure out initially, and you might be asking, why would you do this to yourself and others around you? That's something for me and my therapist to explore later, but I initially wanted to know what the drop rate of the primary regrading lenses and secondary regrading lenses were. And after, I think in the first wing, I realized, actually, I should probably just record everything. So I have here a spreadsheet where I recorded every single drop we got, goes all the way down to, I think, 4,700, 4,600, something like that. 4,860, but there's 3 at the beginning, so 4,857 gem entries, and then I put other additional entries like primary regrading lenses, secondary regrading lenses here in the second column. So we're going to talk a lot about data in this video. There's going to be timestamps in the bottom, so please use those because we're going to talk about the whole setup, the whole shebang. It's going to be probably quite a long one. Some nice Sunday viewing for you. It's snowing here in Sweden, so it's a nice day to make YouTube videos. So let's get straight into it. And I'm going to start off with the initial setup that we had. So I largely self-farmed. I bought quite a few. Like, I didn't just only self-farm, but I bought quite a few of these regrading, not regrading lenses, of these blueprints, the unusual gem blueprints. And I bought and self-farmed 132 3-wing blueprints, which gives us 396 wings from 3 wings, and 151 4-wing blueprints for which is at 604 wings in total for that. Now, I have a rogue. I'm going to start off with the rogue setup. So here we are in the rogue harbor, and obviously I didn't use Huck at all. I think I used Huck once actually, just because, but all of our rogues were geared appropriately, so they all had a 15% chance to duplicate contain basic currency trinket up here, the brooch, sorry, and every single person has a 15% basic currency brooch. Everybody had a I think it's 12% reduced alert level from opening chests cloak like this. Let's take a look at the other one. So Gianna, she's got 12%. Everybody's got 12% reduced raising of alert level from opening chests. So that means that over in any given blueprint or in any given wing, we're going to have 3 rogues. So we're going to have 36% reduced raising of alert level from opening chests in total, which is pretty decent, I think. And you also get 5% reduced raising of alert level, which is not from opening chests, just reduced raising of alert level. So if you go into a blueprint or if you go into a wing and there's those little red alert totems, I'm going to call them. If you hang around and the alert level goes up, then you're going to get 15% reduced alert level from the implicit on your cloaks. So everybody had those. I think there were a couple of people that had something like this, a +1 to level of all jobs for heists. I had Gianna with this. I didn't actually take Gianna on, I think, any of the blueprints. I had this for when I was running deception contracts, because then she can run perception at level 2, at level 3 instead of level 2, and she can run counter thaumaturgy at level 4 instead of level 3. So it's pretty useful. But then obviously people like Talina, who gives 16% less raising of alert level in general. You want her on as many missions as possible, so you give her a +1 to level of all jobs for heists. I think this is gear, this one, and then she can be on lockpicking, or she can be on trap disarmament at level 3 instead of just level 2. So it gives her, there's say 33% more range for Talina, which is really good. Nanette, the same thing. So we got +1 to level of all jobs for heists. I think Tibbs, I didn't get that because we just, it's better to just have not generating alert level. Perhaps it would have been better to run with him a bit more, but obviously we want Vindiri, who's level 5 on demolition and level 5. Vindiri has 34% more raising of alert level, but he also has 16% chance to duplicate their contents for chests. Now this comes in handy because he's also got 15% chance to duplicate contain basic currency. So this, Vindiri on his own is a 15 plus 30, is a 31% chance to double currency from chests. Just on his own. Just 30% straight up chance for that to happen, which is really, really good. Isla, I think, we just had not generate alert level on opening chests using engineering. So the ones where it didn't really matter too much, just to not generate alert level was what we went for instead. Niles, again, not generate alert level when using counter thaumaturgy. But I think Niles we took once because Ninette's really good at counter thaumaturgy and she had +1. So, so we probably took Niles never. It's difficult to remember. It's been a bit of a blur. I think it took around 50 hours to gather all this data. But that's what the rogues look like. That's what the gearing for the rogues look like. Huck, don't take Huck because it's not that good. He doesn't really give you anything. He's just a powerful combatant and provides strong buffs. Not really very useful. So that's what our gearing looked like for our rogues. When it came to, I think I've got another, I think I've got one here. Yeah. So when it came to, this is a level 64 one, the blueprints we ran were all 83, apart from, I think, 7 were 81 or 82 eye level. So, I think they're basically all 83. You come over to Wakano, and you're going to reveal blueprint details, and this one's already got both wings revealed, but revealing with Gianna, you get a 45% discount. Now, normally it's 40% if she's max level in Deception, but because she's got the +1 level of all jobs for heists, she gets 45%. So this is really, really useful when we were going through everything. I only revealed the Curio room, so basically the wing, and divination card rooms and currency reward rooms. So I didn't reveal anything else. So just like that, and then that would be the end of me unveiling that one. That's what that one would look like. And then you just come down to the planning room. This was the most boring thing, was doing this 1,000 times. So just assigning the right people. Obviously, the dream team is Vindiri, Cast, and Talina. So here with Ninette, sorry, not Talina. So here, this is actually the best thing possible because you get Vindiri doubling stuff. You get reduction of alert level from Ninette and from Cast here. So that's the ideal scenario. We just took, pretty much whatever. Oh, look, we get it again. So this is exactly what you'd go for, confirm, and then you just go and run it. And it was quite interesting. I learned way more about heists than I ever think I ever want to know ever again. I can give a little insight into what the blueprints look like in general. So I counted 1,189 currency rooms were in the blueprints that we had. So that's, on average, per wing, you have 1.189%, so 1.19% chance to get a currency room per wing. And because we also had 472 div card rooms, and they allowed you to drop stack decks. I didn't count divination cards because they're a bit spiky in the loot. So you have almost a 50-50 whether you're going to get a div card room per wing. So for a 4-wing blueprint, you're going to get, probably 4 currency rooms and 2 div rooms. And that seems pretty decent. So let's go to our hideout, and we're going to go through the loot very quickly. Okay, so let's talk about the gems we got in total. I think it was, let me see here, 886 gems. So this is all of those. Yikes, there's a lot. At the end of a blueprint, or at the end of a wing, you'll get to the curio room and you'll have 5 options to choose from. And most of the time, it'll be 5 gems, but some of the time it won't be. So you have on average 88.6% chance to be offered a gem per wing, or at least that's actually inaccurate because I took 886 gems, and we'll get to the real stats later on. So I took 886 gems. I think these are the best ones over here. This Divergent Inspiration support, I think, is like 5 divines or 4 divines, something like that, 3.3 at the moment. And Power Charge on Crit, this, yeah, is in between 6 and 10 somewhere, something like that. And then Anomalous Inspiration, I think there's a couple of divines or just 1 divine. There's a few others here that are also 1 divine. So in total, on our excellence, we have 203 divines flat, or 204, I guess, from just gems. And this isn't even all of it. So this Power Charge on Crit support, this Divergent Power Charge on Crit support, doesn't actually appear in excellence. So I guess it's only super high confidence stuff that's here. So this is only, you can only be super highly confident that you would get 204 divines in total. The reality is you probably get maybe a bit more because there's a few things in here that aren't sold. You would probably level some of these as well. I think things like Divergent Spark, you would probably level it and quality it up and then sell it to somebody who is trying to, you know, it's the end of the league, so maybe people want to gamble. But yeah, the gems, quite a lot of gems. Now, I have some stats for the totals as well. So we were offered, in total, this is over 1,000. So this is just the ones we took, but we were offered 4,857 gem rewards in total. And that means, you know, 143 non-gem rewards. For the breakdown of Anomalous, Divergent, and Phantasmal, we had 2,644 Anomalous. So that's a 54.43% chance that your gem reward is going to be Anomalous. And it's a 52.88% chance overall that you will be offered an Anomalous gem. The Divergent gems was 1,868. So that means you have a 38.46 chance for your gem reward to be Divergent and a 37.36 chance to be offered a Divergent gem. And the Phantasmal ones, really not that many Phantasmal gems, 345. So that means you have a 7.1% chance for your gem reward to be Phantasmal and a 6.9% chance to be offered a Phantasmal gem in total. There's, honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit different to how it's set up. Again, the only thing I really wanted to know was the drop rate of the primary grading lenses. But we recorded everything, so now we've got everything. We've got all the data. Obviously, this data is going to be made available in a spreadsheet that will be in the link down there. So go and check that out if you want to have a look. When it comes to the other stuff that we got, obviously we made a lot of money, but primary grading lenses and secondary regrading lenses, we were offered secondary regrading lenses 39 times. I took 36 of them because I think 3 times there was something better than a primary grading lens. It was probably one of these, probably a Divergent Inspiration support, something like that. And we were offered 93 primary grading lenses, and we only ended up taking, what was that, 71? Yeah, not that many. Not as many as you might imagine. So this is what the gem and gem-like rewards look like. Let's jump into the money. Okay, so for the money section, there's we've got 4,058 stack decks, quite a lot. It was a bit of a pain in the butt picking them up. Not as much as it was picking up all the chisels, though. Oh my god, this is so annoying. In money and money-like objects, so that's including the regrading lenses, which weren't included in the gem breakdown we just did. Then we got 257 divines, and this is even with end of league prices. These are all still very, very liquid things. I think these Crest of the Crest of Desires and the Iron Mass, I think I would not include these. It's possible that I could sell them, but I think let's just say 250, because there weren't that many Crest of Desires and they're not very good. So let's say 250 divines, taking out those items. So we got 4,058 stacked decks. For Chaos Orbs, we got 3,773. We got 69 divines. And I have the Chaos to Divine Trinket. So 1% chance in heist for Chaos Orbs to drop as Divine Orbs instead. So that means that, and this 3,773, so these Chaos Orbs are the result of after doubling, because let's not forget we have the rogues with the 15% chance per rogue, so 45% chance total for doubling of currency dropped from chests. And we also have Vinderi with his 16% chance, so it's around 60%. Vinderi was on almost every single wing. I would say he was on 90% of the wings. So obviously there was a few times where the divines where the Chaos Orbs were turned into divines, and then those were doubled as well. So let's talk about doubling currency just for a little bit. There's you might think that you can open a chest and it drops a Chaos Orb. Your trinket converts it into a divine orb, and then it gets doubled by the trinket or the brooch of the rogue, and then Vinderi doubles it as well. That is not how it works. Vinderi and the brooches have a combined chance to double the currency. So if you and the conversion of the currency happens first. So if you get a chest and you open it and your trinket fires and it converts one of the chaos into divines, then you have a 60% chance, if Vinderi is on the wing, that it will be then converted to 2 divines. If you have no brooches on the rogues and you have Vinderi's not there, then it will never ever get doubled. I went into this thinking that maybe it's, like there's a chance of one of them doubling and then the other one doubles, but that's not the case. If that was the case, then I would regularly be picking up 4 of everything, because you'd get, one chisel dropping, and then it's a 45% chance for the rogues to double it. So that's like 1 in 2 almost. And then there's a 16% increase, a 16% chance that then Vinderi would double it. And that would apply to all the currency. So 8% of the time that Vinderi's on the wing, I would always be getting 4 of everything. I never got 4 of everything. Not once in 1,000 wings. So it doesn't work like that. Vinderi and the rogues combine their chances to have a flat 60% chance of doubling whatever currency is dropping. And the way the game works is it rolls what the currency is, it checks if it's going to convert anything, and then it does the doubling conversion as well. So there were times when I did get double drops. I did get two divines at once. Quite a few times, in fact. I got, let's see, I've written it down because science. So I got 22 occurrences of more than 1 divine. Now I actually only got 21 double divine drops, because once I got 4. So I got 4 divines from one chest, and Vinderi wasn't even on that wing. So it was I guess I got lucky and I got 2 divines dropping. The game rolled what the loot was going to be in the chest. It rolled 2 divines, and then my trinket didn't fire. And then the rogues doubled it with their 45% chance to double the currency. So pretty good sometimes. But yeah, so 21 instances of double divine drops, and 1 instance of a quadruple divine drop. And there were 2 occurrences in total during the 1,000 wings where the divines did not come from chests. So of our 69 divines, 2 dropped from monsters. And that could have been the trinket firing, it could have been a chaos that they dropped, or it could have been something else. So it's a little bit up in the air. I think obviously the chests provide the most of the money. It's a template for them. Let's just take a quick look at the rest of the tabs here. So we've got lots and lots of chaos, 3,700 something chaos, 4,000 something stacked decks. We'll open the stacked decks maybe for another science project. We've got sextants, we've got gem cutters prisms, we've got Vaal orbs, all the things that you would expect. Loads of orbs of regret. My gosh, I didn't expect us to get this many orbs of regret. Lots and lots of glass blowers, baubles, the usual stuff you'd expect. But an outlier, to me at least, is that we only got 7 enkindling orbs. And we also only got 15 instilling orbs. And thinking back, I don't remember ever getting any of these in chests. So, and you'll maybe know that instilling orbs and enkindling orbs, I think they were introduced to the game after Heist. And the Heist currency chest template, because it's a loot template, was what the developers call a loot template. It perhaps does not have enkindling orbs and instilling orbs in the loot table. So you won't get many of these at all. These all drop from monsters. Like, this is 1,000 wings, and we got 7 enkindling orbs. So these clearly do not drop from the chests. A lot of chisels. Honestly, I was so happy. I just got rid of most of my chisels. Yeah, I've only got 1,000 left. I got rid of most of my alks. And now we've got to do it all again. But yeah, so that's what we got for this. In total, we made 461.69 divines. This has gone down by 4 divines since last night when I finished this project. So this is it's probably a mirror. Honestly, I think there's lots of things here you can sell in bulk, and especially the stacked decks. You get lots for those. 4,000 stacked decks, it goes for a lot. So I think you could definitely, if you wanted to make a mirror, then you could definitely do it. With just, what is it? 132 and 151 is 283 unusual gem wings, and those are revealed. You have to farm the reveals as well. You could make this in a few, you could honestly get this many, 280. I think you could do that in 5 days of very concentrated heist farming. You could probably get that many. Should you? No. Oh my god, it's horrible. It's terrible. I don't even like heist. I just wanted to know what the drop rate for the primary grading lenses is. 1.86%. There were also 3 other things here that are of note, and they are the Font of Thunder, the Crest of Desire, and the Iron Mass. And these drop, I had 4 crests in total offered, which are these. They're only really good if one of these stats here, plus 49% to quality of socketed gems. I think it's 30 to 50% on this roll. Yeah, so these are only really good if you have a really high percentage roll. They're almost never worth taking. Let's have a look at what it's worth. With the 49%, it's worth around a divine maybe. But without it, without that, then it's 60C. You can probably get it for. So these, it's an okay item. The Crest of Desire, the Font of Thunder. Both of these were offered 4 times each in 1,000. So it's like 0.08% chance. And this, the Iron Mass, just gives you Unholy Might. And yeah. This was offered 3 times. They're not very good for how rare they are. They're really pretty poor. But apart from that, yeah, 60 nice divines. We got 61 and a bit exalts. We got 29 ancient orbs. We got 51 orb of annulments. And these things, we always pick these up. These we didn't because they were rewards. So we were offered 39 secondary regrading lenses, and we were offered 93 primary regrading lenses, and we walked out with 36 and 71 of these. So we also found these just on the floor. Vinderi doubled them as well, which is really nice. So +1 frenzy charge, snake bites. Nice. Thanks, Vinderi. You're actually useful sometimes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this project. Man, I'm less of a fan of Heist now. It's incredible money. I mean, 469. Basically, you could just, because you're making 0.46 divines per wing. So if you have a 4-wing blueprint, you're making almost 1.8 divines that you're walking out of a blueprint with. And this is if you're geared though. So maybe you're not geared. But still, unusual gem blueprints, incredible money. I prefer to sell them because I don't really like Heist. I just really like collecting data. But if you can, then I think, I don't think this should be news to anyone that unusual gem blueprint are good. But now we've got a bit more data on it. And obviously we got 143 non-gem rewards offered. 4,857 gem rewards offered. I'll put the spreadsheet down in below. Like I said, if you like this kind of video, just throw us a subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. Throw us a like if you like this thing. I understand if you don't like this because it's Heist, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. And the people that do run Heist, they run Heist. I think I saw last league, was it Big Ducks did here's how you make 26 divines per hour from Heist, and it's just speed running these contracts, these blueprints rather. Like, you don't even pick up the stacked decks, you don't pick up the divines, or obviously you pick up divines, but he was using a build that didn't do damage. So you basically just run to the curio room. If there's something worth more than 50C, you take it. If there's not, you just leave. And he was making 26 divines an hour because he's very, very fast. I think my movement speed is it MISC? No, it's defense, right? Because it's defensive. It's 128% up to 169. Nice. So yeah, it's incredible money if you can run very, very fast. We were not trying to run too fast because data is important. And we were riding, I think I got it down to 2 minutes 20 seconds to do a wing, and that's with having to record the data in a spreadsheet like this. So I would go in and be like, oh, wow, heavy strike. And then I would just do A. Oh, yeah, see it? Yeah, I got data validation set up. Yeah. And then go to the next one. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. Man, I didn't enjoy this one. But hopefully the next one will be good. I think we're going to open like 15,000 stacked decks. So I've got 10k here. Got another 4k here. So yeah, I just buy 1,000 stacked decks maybe, and then we'll open those or something. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you're kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.